15 मिनट करेंगे आज ज़्यादा नहीं।
Again start.
Hi, good morning, friends. Sorry for disturbing my son and my family. So sorry for that. Today we are going to discuss about the explosive drilling and blasting. You know that if you are working as safety professionals, first I am about tell about myself. I am Neeraj Kumar Dilkar, and as a safety professionals and safety awareness trainers also. So today we are going to discuss about the explosive drilling and blasting safety measures whenever you are going to do the something that type of activity at your workplace. So guys, Indian Explosive Act 1880 1884 and Explosive Rules 1940, there are many definitions are there, and safety measures are also included is there. If you are go through the explosive, already my previous video already we have discussed about those things which are going to discuss. Again, safety awareness purpose only for maybe if you are a safety professional, you are going to use of that type of blasting work activities. So we can discuss some things which are very helpful to you and we can make a good environment where you are going to explosive and drilling at your workplace. First we have discussed drilling and blasting is done taking the expressions work. Why need to be drilling and breaking and blasting? Because of this is first reason is there. If you are going to drilling means something will be changed, something will be reinstallations, because of you know that if a construction activity there are maybe drilling work is on progress because of some external, some walls, some any other things fixing purpose we need to be drilling on wall and maybe structural support, and so drilling is required for the construction activity also. Second thing we have discussed about the explosive materials. Explosive means and blasting. So first we have discussed blasting. You know that if you are working a construction project, if you are going to excavate it for the construction purpose, then there may be hard rock. That times we have to use of plastics, and because of drilling machines not capable, not able to drill the hard rock, something will be difficult to drill. So that times we are prefer to blasting blastings by detonators machines, detonators that calls detonators. So this is very highly hazardous activity. You know that in our construction industry, many of people die and lack of supervision, lack of awareness, and lack of mishap related the safety measures. Because of if you are going to blasting, then there is must be precautions, transportations and storage of materials and activity, how to activity gone through during the blasting work. So this is a very major part of if you are going to blasting work at your construction project. So guys, blasting is done on loose rock and cases. Blasting is performed by the discharge of explosive places, hold the drill and purpose that random arms energy and may be explosive enable to carry a large of quantity. If you are going to blasting work, there is large of certain amount, certain stones is there, so that can be removed by the detonator. So we can fix and we can drill that the surrounding the area. We can fix the some detonators may be a blast. So this is safety precautions should be must if you are going to use of blasting. First we have discussed if you are need to be blasting at your construction project, then you should would approvals, you should be informed to persons and informed to the government's body. We are going to blasting in that locations, there is surrounding the area, no any community members is there living, After that, if you are going to blastings and explosive materials storage, then safety measures must be recorded. Whenever you are going to taking the explosive materials, that times must be approvals and signage where you can where we are going to use and whatever the safety measures we have to in place. After the transportation is there's only for day, sometimes is defined only for day, which are the no only for day basis you can how many detonators and how many blasting material inflammable materials you are going to purchase, and government's authority should be must, and transport during the transportation safety measures should be must, and vehicles and entry and drivers also aware about this thing. If you are any mishap during the transportations, what will be how to handle them situation. So first is transportation. After that, if you are going to blasting, if any constructions projects due to hard rock is there. So first we have considered about the work method statements should be in place, which are concerned persons related the experienced persons of blasting. Work method statements mean entire contents will be covered in that particular work method statement. So how to go in and whatever you are going to blasting in at your place. So first things and everything which are responsible persons, which are there the concerned persons, and which are the materials, which are the equipments we are going to use, and surrounding the area what will be happen to in case of emergency what you should do. So all those things considers in the work method statements. After the risk assessments should be done before you start the any before you have to plan. Risk assessment is a part of safety. This is also reduce of hazards, reduce of risk during the analysis of hazard identifications at your workplace, and concerned persons also involved in that formulating and in that times of if you are going to risk assessment for the blasting work at your construction site. So after that, if you have made a whole plan of blasting, whole plan of people's process equipments, three elements is there for importance to improvement. First is there mentioned people's right people to right job, well experienced persons, every persons which are going to involvement in the blasting, so that competence levels must be checked by the senior persons and department head. After that process also make a work method statement, and there should be everything should be considered around the surrounding the area which are going on. After that, equipments, each and every equipments we are going to use then must be instructed and record should be maintained in the written. After that we have to start the work, then safety measures must be basic requirements is there. So first we have discussed some definitions which are going to use of blasting. So what are the blasting? Blasting means detonations of explosives to break. What is the blasting? Blasting is detonation some things which are not able to drilling, so that may be explode and break the stones, that called blasting. After the blast area is closed blast which may be influenced by the hard rock and fly rock or conditions. So this is some detonators. Detonators is a device containing the detonating charge that issue the initiate and explosive drill patterns. So after that, explosions and thermochemicals process. What is the explosions? Thermochemical process in which mixtures of gases and solids liquids react with the almost of instantaneous formulations gases pressurized to heat and release the hard rock, that called explosions. Explosive is a chemical compound which and burn and under the favorable conditions of the work. So we can use or proceed high pressure. It can be define the chemical compound which their function and throughout the reactions explosive materials. So guys, some definitions are there for better understanding purpose. Second thing, we are going to handling what the handling horizontal underground expresses in that area, that calls handling, and some is tampering, weight drills. Weight, this is a drill which are used of water remove cuttings from the area. So definitions are the most of you can understood that. After that, we are going to general precautions of safety provision, general precautions for the blasting work and drilling work before you start the work. First, we have discussed about the use of explosive material shall be stored in safe manners. If you are going to drilling machines, then first start the explosive material must be stored in place. Which persons are involved to the work, then persons must be competent and well experienced related the blasting and related the explosive materials handling. After that, no persons authorized to who the storage area and proper isolated that area, and some administrative control must be there, because some examples will make a proper storage systems. There is surrounding the area proper isolated, and there's something put a safety signage for more awareness purpose to others unauthorized person. Before using the explosive materials as warning signals, warning signals, warning signage, warning alarm must be given to all them which are involved in the construction work. No persons other than unauthorized competence shall be handle the explosive materials. If you are going to explosive and if you are going to start the explosive material, so that there is no unauthorized persons involvement and no unauthorized persons participations of this particular activity. So please be aware, please be removed from the area. And the next is there, if you are going to use of explosive materials for blasting purpose, then the surrounding the area, no smoking, no any spark, no any smoking, and no sparks and inflammables, and maybe surrounding the area diesel and petrols and everything which are the flammables also do not be storage, and matches box also, and no heat creations in surrounding the area. Maybe mishap some things with contact of our explosive materials. So next is their explosive materials shall be accounted at all time. No explosive blasting agents shall be abnormal. No fire shall be fought where the area means surrounding the area. No any fires may be happen. Welding work, suppose that welding work, drilling works, and any other activity which are maybe effect on our blasting. Duty precautions shall be taken as accidental discharge. So if you are going to start the drilling and blasting activity, then you must be aware surrounding the 30 meters of radius, because if you are going to start the activity, first you should isolated barricades surrounding the area. Every workers and staff which are involved to work, proper PPE must be used, because of PPE is mandatory. If you are going to blasting work, that times maybe some particles found and fly either very speedily to most dangerous. Because of that one example share with you, in construction projects, blasting work in progress, surrounding the nearby the area, some occupied area, and blasting in was progress. That times one particles, one stones very a rocket means rocket types of stones go through, and others committee members are flats that can window is very blast and window is break. So this is very effective and very a sensitive case that times maybe it happens to one, maybe any persons maybe he connect with that blasting stone, that may be fatality accidents may be happen. So this is a awareness, lack of awareness, because we can use of mat is very effective if you are going to use of blasting. So surrounding the area must be aware, surrounding the area must be awareness given by the organization, and 30 meters radius of 30 meters surrounding the area 100% isolated, and depend on which type of detonators you are going to use, because if you are going to use high levels, then surrounding the 30 meters 300 meters also maybe cordon, maybe isolated, so that we can minimize, you can avoid the any mishap to something, something else maybe mishap someone's which are surrounding the area. After that, using the electricals, we are using of detonators by electricity. So inspect electricity is well conditions throughout the ELCB, throughout the MCB, ELCB 30 milliamperes ELCB, and also use of rubber mat at time must be identified. You cannot do the night and day, so try to understand there is something will be not happen. If early morning maybe you do and consider about the which is their area, no any persons engaged to work. So this is very important part of you, and also use of heavy and standard rubber mat for or avoid the any particles flying, and that area must be, if you possibility to, we can use of safety nets system, maybe avoid the some particles fly on the others community members. So this is very important topic. And safety precautions must be taken during the use, and also the mistakes finances. So warning safety signage surrounding the area, warning safety signage, and just some whistling systems, communication system, emergency systems, and safe access must be identified in case of any emergency. Then we can use of proper safe access at the workplace. So that is a awareness for if you are going to use of blasting drillings at your construction project. So as a safety professional, so must you be aware and take administrative controls also. Permit to work, how many people involved in that particular activity, who is responsible for the blasting work, and who is supervision, who is competent persons, safety training, toolbox stock, and competency levels, make proper health checkups of workers which are involved to work. And if more safety awareness, then you can go through Explosive Act 18, Explosive Act 1884 and rules of 1940. So we can understood there is mentioned everything in details. So we can consider if you are going to use of blasting at your construction projects. Thanks for guys watching my video. I hope to understand. If you are any confusions, if you have any doubt, then you can ask me, because I am also learner, a safety practitioners and safety professors. My life, I have more and much more things learned from by all them our senior staffs and other staffs, and still I am learning. Still I am learning with all them. So guys, thanks for watching my video. If any doubt you have to text me. Thanks for watching my video.